What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on Draftkings for Thursday, March 11th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. Follow me on Twitter, at Josh Engleman, E-N-G-L-E-M-A-N. That's how you spell it. Follow me on Twitter so you can get updates to my sim results as we get closer to lock. Finally, let me know in the comment section who is your favorite and least favorite contender for today's slate. Rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Jalen Noel, Kelly Olynyk, Norm Powell, Luka Doncic, and Ricky Rubio on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites, my top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. Coming in at number 5, he's shooting guard, small forward eligible, so you know I love him. It's Anthony Edwards, 6,700, projected for 35, goal is 45, optimal lineup 16% of the time. He's a 0.88 fantasy point per minute guy this season. I think he takes about a 0.15 bump based on this matchup, just in general, the matchup and the high total, and because there's no D'Angelo Russell and there's no Malik Beasley, and he just sees more usage. So much so, in fact, that I have him at 28% usage in 34 minutes. That's a 21 point, 4.5 rebound, 3.2 assist line. Taking on the Pels. It's not a very good defense. They're passable, I guess we can say. Pace neutral, but it's going to be fast nonetheless. Huge total on this spot. And you can put Anthony Edwards in the guard, forward, utility, shooting guard, small forward spot. Works perfectly here. These guys being shorthanded and a little weird seems fine to me just because Anthony Edwards is going to see the minutes. So I love the MPE, I love the spot, and I love the increased usage for Anthony Edwards. Next up at number 4, shooting guard eligible, $5,200 Seth Curry, projected for 29. The goal is 40. He's in the optimal lineup 18% of the time. The 76ers are going to be without Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid today, which opens up a ton of value on the Sixers. Curry, like a 0.85 fantasy point per minute guy with those guys out. 34 minutes, 19% usage. 16, 4, and 2.5. Like, it's a pedestrian line. Slight pace up spot against Chicago. They gain an extra, basically 2 possessions. Not that great of a defense. You just need Curry's shots to fall. When push comes to shove, you just hope that he is shooting and the ball's going in. And generally speaking, when Seth Curry shoots, the ball goes in. So I'm hoping for some excessive scoring against the Bulls. Maybe they'll get into a little bit of back and forth. It's going to be a very different game than what you would see if Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid are in. But for now, even at 5,200, which is a pretty sizable price for Seth Curry, I'm happy to get there. Next up at number 3, just power forward eligible, I'm going to Tobias Harris, 8,100, projected for 45. The goal is 50. He's in the optimal lineup 21% of the time. He's going to get all the minutes and all the usage he could possibly want with those two guys out. So 36 minutes, 1.26 fantasy points per minute, 28% usage, 24.5 points, 8 boards, 5 assists, a stock and a half. And that same matchup that Curry has against the Chicago Bulls. Look, this is Tobias Harris's team when those two guys are off the floor. He gets carte blanche on everything. There's really no way to get away from him. If he had dual eligibility here, it would be insane. But even at just power forward, he can still very easily be in the optimal. So easy, in fact, that he ends up being my 3rd best option. This is not a guy you can sleep on today. He's going to be at the top of ownership lists all day, as he should be. It's Tobias Harris season. All right. I know what you guys are going to say here. Number 2, power forward eligible, Jake LAYMAN. He's 3,300, so keep in mind that price. Projected for 22, goals 33.5, optimal lineup 22% of the time. LAYMAN's been playing big minutes since he's been back these past 2 games. I'm giving him 28 minutes at a 0.8 fantasy point per minute rate. Now, he doesn't have the best usage in the world, 17%. The stat line is ugly, 12 points, 3 boards, an assist and a half. 2 stocks, it's fine. Huge total, though, against the Pelicans. And at 3,300, if Jake LAYMAN really is going to play 26 plus minutes, and he did see 30 in one of the games before the break, you have to be looking at guys that play 30 minutes that are priced at 3,300. That is a value that you can't ignore. It doesn't take much for him to become an essential option. If he gets to 33 fantasy points, which I don't think is all that crazy. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I think he could do it maybe like 1 out of every 20 times, but that's not even all that necessary. If he gets north of 30, you're in real good shape with Jake LAYMAN. And those minutes are there. It's against the Pels. They don't really have any other reason to not be playing him. So Jake LAYMAN is my number 2 contender. Now, before we get to that number one spot, one last reminder, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, slide on over to Twitter, click the follow button under my name, that would be at Josh Engleman, and then let me know in the comments section who's your least favorite and favorite contenders in this video. I will not be on live before lock tonight. I thought I was going to be, but I'm not. So if you're looking for my updates, you're going to need to see me on Twitter or dive into that comment section. And finally, the number one contender on this slate, and it's not even close, it's Shake Milton. He's point guard and shooting guard eligible, 5,300, projected for 34, the goal's 40.5. He's in the optimal lineup 33% of the time. That's 11% more than Jake Layman. I have him getting 30 minutes with Simmons and Embiid out. He sees a monstrous usage rate bump, up to 28% in this spot. Instead of being a 0.86 fantasy point per minute guy, he basically becomes like a 1.15 type guy, 1.13 if I'm doing the math correctly. That's a massive change. That usage rate is huge. So 19 points, almost 6 assists, 3 boards. That same matchup against the Bulls. So pace up against a team that's not all that great defensively. It's not going to be all that different getting Markkanen and Otto Porter back at this point either. So here's where we stand. You can't get away from this Philly value today. It's really difficult to do so. Whether it's Shake Milton, Tobias Harris, a couple other guys are very, very viable. More so on FanDuel than DraftKings, but still, you're still getting to them on DK. No Simmons and no Embiid is going to open that up. But no one is going to look better than Shake Milton, the number one contender for today. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on Thursday, March 11th. Hit that like button. It's one last reminder. I know I'm asking a lot today, but honestly, I just forgot and I didn't want to ask again. I couldn't remember if I did it in that second break or this third break. You guys don't care. It's fine. Either way, watch the strategy show. Go back and watch the process show. We did 2 hours breaking down all 22 teams today. So go check all of that stuff out. Then we will be back again tomorrow. Process show at 6:30. Contenders videos, strategy show, and then that'll be it. We'll be heading to the weekend. Good luck tonight, everybody. I'll talk to you again tomorrow morning.